as a knight in white armor, cold as a shot from a gun. If you should look for a man who loves danger, to whom love is a stranger, this man is the one.
Hello, get me the minister. It's a matter of life and death.
Hello, Petheridge here. Who? No, I'm afraid the minister's not here at the moment.
I must speak to him.
Oh, look, I couldn't possibly disturb him. He's closeted with the Milk Marketing Board. Can I take a message?
Tell him it's Dr. Ryan, working on Project XK7. Tell him I've accidentally stumbled on a terrible byproduct. A killer virus which is capable of destroying human tissue.
Look, just hang on a minute, will you, old man? Just get a pencil. Right, fire away, old chap.
Oh, for heaven's sake, don't you understand? This could make H-bombs as obsolete as bows and arrows.
Bows and arrows.
Hello.
Thank you, Miss Wilkins. Yes, right, now, where were we?
Look, this is urgent.
All right, steady on, old man.
You must realize how serious this is. If this virus fell into the wrong hands, it could well mean the end of the human race.
Yes, I've got that. 2, please, Miss Wilkins.
Hello.
Thank you.
The minister must be warned immediately.
Look, now, don't you worry, old chap. Just leave everything to me, would you? All right. Goodbye. Thank you for calling. Oh, Miss Wilkins, make a note, would you, to remind me first thing in the morning. Haircut.
Hello, Paula. You're early.
Oh, I don't think so, Stephen. I'd say I was just in time.
I think, Sims. Very good, sir. Really was an amazing piece of luck. You know, I thought I recognized it in the shop window.
Are you sure, sir? It's the chair from our old study?
Positive. Observe the carvings on the legs.
It looks as if someone's been at it with a knife.
2 knives, to be precise. Christmas, 1880. 2 small boys, 2 very new pocket knives.
And you were one of them, sir?
If I remember rightly, I was responsible for this leg. And the other is the handiwork of my friend, Leonard.
Leonard, sir?
I think you know him better as Winston Churchill.
Really, sir? I never knew he had the name Leonard.
Ah, well, very few people did, only his best friends. You know, I never really thought he'd come to much. I don't believe I've sat in this chair for 60 years.
Well, sir, if we're going to have a comparison test, I think on the whole you've worn the best, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, Sims. That's it.
A gentleman from Whitehall to see you, sir.
Yes, that's right. Sir Petheridge, come along in, Petheridge.
I say, I do hope I'm not intruding.
No, not at all, not at all. Do take a seat, please, please.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's quite... Yes.
Yes, well, I believe the minister has spoken to you on the telephone and acquainted you with some of the facts.
Yes, he has. The death of that eminent scientist. And I have taken to uncover whatever foul plot may lie behind it.
Oh, I can't say how pleased I am, Mr. Adamant. I don't mind telling you I made a bit of a faux pas. Of course, I didn't know he was going to get himself shot. The minister gave me quite a rocket.
He gave you a rocket?
Yes, tore a strip off, read the riot act and all that.
Yes, well, it is a serious business, Mr. Petheridge.
Yes, it is indeed. It's very serious. It may cost me my annual increment.
Tell me, has the poisonous solution been found?
No, I'm afraid not, Mr. Adamant, but I needn't tell you how urgent it is that we do find it, for it's highly infectious.
Yeah. But surely such a limited amount can only have a limited effect.
Well, according to Dr. Ryan's notes, the virus is, as I have said, highly infectious. And if an epidemic were to occur in any major city, well, within 24 hours, with modern communication and transport as they are, it could spread throughout the world.
Then we have very little time. And as it seems, very little to go upon.
Well, there is this. It was found in Dr. Ryan's papers.
Yes. Miss Earth. That is a very strange name.
Well, it's just a title. Her name's Paula Carter. That was taken at the Café Valderne just before she was crowned.
Crown? Is she of royal blood?
No, Mr. Adamant. She won the title by beating 40 other girls.
Beating? What with?
Well, being beautiful, I suppose. It's a competition we have. Girls come from all over the world to enter for it.
Really? And what exactly do they do?
Well, they parade before a panel of judges and they pick out the best-looking one. I don't suppose they did that sort of thing in your day.
Well, only with cattle.
Yes, quite. However, there is one strange thing. Miss Carter disappeared almost a year ago. Absolutely vanished.
How curious.
Otherwise, I'm afraid nothing to go on.
Perhaps not, but we have a starting point. The Café Valderne. Perhaps they may know who this young lady is, because at this moment I feel she is in very grave danger.
Not so fast, Max. I wouldn't want to spill anything.
Welcome back, Paula. I trust everything went off all right?
Perfectly.
Excellent. Are you sure you weren't seen?
Positive. There's absolutely nothing to connect us with Ryan.
Good. Now we can start on the final phase, and no one can stop us.
When shall I expect you back, sir?
I do not know, Sims. Time is of little consequence.
What shall I tell Miss Jones if she calls?
Nothing. This matter is far too dangerous for her to be involved in.
A magnificent specimen, don't you agree, Paula?
Beautiful.
Welcome to our colony.
Thank you.
Now that you've joined us, our numbers are complete. Victor will be here in a moment to show you to your quarters. Come in.
There's been an accident, Monsieur Sinoda.
Accident?
One of the girls fell from the trapeze rings and cut her shoulder.
Badly?
Very badly.
Would you mind waiting outside for a moment, please?
Yes.
Who?
Diana.
Will it leave a scar?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, pity. You know my rules, Victor. Kill her.
Ah, Mr. Adamant, I've just spoken to the proprietor. He's very much likely to join me at his table.
You're very kind.
This way, sir.
Thank you. And to think we found the poker abandoned.
Here we are, sir.
Thank you, sir. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Adamant. Please sit down.
You're very kind. Mr.
Sonoda. Yes, it is indeed a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Adamant. I have heard about you, of course, and have wanted to meet you for some time.
Well, I'm afraid this is not a social call. I am endeavoring to trace a young lady.
And how can I be of help?
Well, I thought perhaps you might recognize her.
Sorry.
But surely you remember her. This photograph was taken at this club. Miss Earth.
We have a beauty contest every month, Mr. Adamant, as well as the Miss Earth contest. I can't remember every girl who takes part.
See, what a pity.
Tell me, why are you interested in this particular girl?
She's disappeared.
Well, that's not such an unusual event.
You think not?
My dear Mr. Adamant, this is London, 1966, the swinging city. Hundreds of girls disappear every year. I think you're wasting your time.
You must allow me to be the judge of that, if you will excuse me.
No, don't go, Mr. Adamant. You may be able to help me. You see, one of my staff has left me rather suddenly, and I'm looking for a replacement.
Here?
Yes. Yes, I like being surrounded by beautiful things. And I'm hoping to persuade the winner of this month's beauty contest to join my little organization. The results are due to be announced at any moment, though I'm afraid you've missed the contest itself.
Well, I'm afraid that I'm delighted. The phenomena I find a little distasteful.
You disapprove of beauty.
Shall we say that I don't make it a fetish?
Beauty is not a fetish, it is the sublime truth.
It is also only in the eye of the beholder.
That is a feeble excuse to justify ugliness.
But ugliness and beauty need no justification. Without one, how could we recognize the other?
I disagree. Beauty is a form of genius. Is higher indeed than genius.
As it needs no explanation.
I see you know your Oscar Wilde.
Personally.
Ah, the results.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce the results of this month's beauty contest and discover which lucky lady is going to be Miss September. I'll introduce them in reverse order, starting with the third. So here we go. Third place goes to number 5, Miss Jackie Chadwick. Second place goes to number 13, Miss Norma Granger. And finally, we have this month's Miss September, number 7. Miss Georgina Jones.
Come in.
Forgive me, I'd no idea.
It's all right, you can turn round.
I'd rather wait until you were more fully clothed.
I'm wearing more now than I was on the stage.
Yes, I would rather not discuss that, if you don't mind, Miss Jones.
Listen, I entered for this ages ago. Aren't you going to congratulate me even? I've won an entire wardrobe of clothes. A girl's got to live, Mr. Adamant. It's all right, you can turn round now. Stop frowning. Tell me what you found out.
If you are ready, Miss Jones, I shall take you home.
I've just got to put my face on.
Yes, well, I shall meet you downstairs in 5 minutes.
Check. Yes?
Excuse me, mademoiselle, the car is outside.
Oh, I think you've got the wrong mamselle. I didn't order any car.
It is to take you to the party.
Party? What party?
For the winner, given by Mr. Sinoda.
Oh, great. Can I bring a friend?
Ah, pardon, mademoiselle, the invitation is only for one.
Ah, well, in that case, you can forget it. My mum told me never to go to parties with strange men.
You don't understand. Mr. Sinoda has invited you.
And I've refused.
Nobody refuses Monsieur Sinoda. Shall we go?
I can't. I've got a date. All right, but I must just telephone my mother. She worries if I'm late.
What a pity, mademoiselle. The telephone seems to be out of order.
Take care of it, Max.
They're all very secure, my dear.
Listen, I don't know who you think
And
you are.
how are we settling down?
We're not. I want to go home.
I'm sorry, Miss Jones, that's not possible. Nobody ever leaves here.
And I want my clothes back.
But whatever for? The classic simplicity of your Grecian robe is far more becoming than the ugly garments you arrived in.
Those ugly garments cost me a bundle and I want them back.
But all our people wear robes.
I'm not one of your people.
Oh, but you are. You're a very lucky girl. You're one of the chosen. You're going to help us build a new world.
What's wrong with the one we've got?
It's ugly.
But I like it.
That's a pity.
Why?
In 24 hours, it'll cease to exist.
What is it, Timms? By hand?
Yes, sir.
It's from Sonoda. It's an invitation to spend a weekend at his country house.
He may have some information for you, sir.
Yes, perhaps he has. You know, Sims, Sonoda puzzles me. He talks like a gentleman, he looks like a gentleman, and yet...
Sir?
There's something about his eyes.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Adamant's residence?
Who is it, Sims?
For you, sir.
Hello. Ah, Petherbridge, yes. Yes, that's right. I see, thank you. No, thank you very much. They have traced the car in which Miss Jones was abducted.
Sonoda, sir?
Yes. I think, after all, I shall be accepting his invitation.
But you may be walking into his hands.
Maybe. But perhaps he has just walked into mine.
And these are some of our people. Perfect specimens, Mr. Adams.
Very impressive.
They're the pick of the world.
Yes, I'm sure. I seem to recognize some of the faces.
This is our latest recruit.
Recruited or press gang?
Ah, really, Mr. Adams, I can assure you, every member of our colony is perfectly happy.
Yes, that is what they said about the slaves. And Miss Jones?
Miss Jones is fit and well.
So you admit she's here?
But of course. But you'll be meeting her later.
Yes, I do trust you haven't harmed her, Mr. Sonoda.
My dear fellow, I wouldn't dream of harming her.
And the object of all this?
Patience, Mr. Adamant. You'll learn soon enough. Ah, now this is my own speciality. Victor!
Monsieur?
What weight is on?
200 pounds.
200 pounds, monsieur.
Thank you. Excuse me.
A first-class press.
Oh, thank you. You've lifted yourself then?
A little, but some time ago.
Oh, please, be my guest.
Very well.
£200 is hardly a worthy test. Shall we raise it to 20?
If you wish.
Victor, another £20 for Mr. Adamant.
Yes, monsieur. $220.
Thank you.
Yes, it's not quite as easy as it looks.
You're 20 and up, 20?
So I think I can accommodate you. Another 20.
$240.
My call, I think.
Your service.
Another £20 for Mr. Adamant, Victor. You heard me. I think perhaps it's only fair to warn you, Mr. Adamant, that unaccustomed excessive strain on the heart can be fatal.
You would do well to bear that in mind in your next press.
260.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Sonoda, do you pass?
Another 20.
That is over your limit, monsieur.
Don't argue. Put them on.
Now then, endeavour or nerves?
$280.
My game, I think.
Another 20, if you please.
Oh, don't be a fool, Adamant. Someone has to lose.
I never doubted that for a moment, sir. If you please, Victor.
It's your funeral, monsieur.
Congratulations, Mr. Adamant.
I shall improve with practice.
You will make a worthy addition to our colony.
I very much doubt that, sir.
Sorry, I could have killed you.
My dear Messieurs, do not apologize. I am delighted to see you defending your honor with such vigor. Now, are you all right?
I'm cold.
Cold?
These kinky robes aren't half drafty.
Yes, well, may I say that they are a decided improvement on your normal attire?
Oh, not another one. Synoda called them ugly.
Ah, yes, our anthropomorphite friend.
Anthro what?
Anthropomorphite. Loosely idolatrous.
Do you think he's flipped?
I beg your pardon?
Flipped?
What?
Lost his marbles? Screwy?
Oh, I see. Well, anybody who worships beauty to the point of deification must be deranged, monsieur.
But what does he intend to do? I mean, why all this setup?
I wish I knew.
He said he wanted me to help him start a new civilization.
A new civilization?
Yes, that's not all he said either. He also said the present one was going to end in 24 hours.
Of course, the virus.
What? What's all this about a virus?
It's perfectly simple, Miss Jones. Synoda intends to destroy us all.
Do we get it?
Well, first of all, you must escape.
Just like that? How?
Now, please, be quiet and let me think.
I warned you he would make trouble.
You worry too much, Paula.
But you heard him.
Nobody's going to escape. How can they when we'll be listening into every word?
Now, first of all...
Go on.
No, I don't think it would work after all, Miss Jones. No, it's obviously quite impossible to escape from here, I'm afraid.
What is it?
Bugged, I believe, is the modern term, Miss Jones.
You're learning, Mr. Adamant.
Eric?
It's dead. It seems I underestimated Mr. Adamant.
Knew it was a mistake to bring him here. Why don't we go now?
No.
Well, we can be ready in a half an hour.
I refuse to be panicked by a Victorian zombie. We go tonight as arranged.
And what about Adamant?
Well, I was hoping to be able to persuade him to come with us.
And if he won't?
He'll have to die.
Lunch, mademoiselle? Mademoiselle?
Vash!
Looking for something?
Miss Carter. Miss Carter, you're alive and well. I was worried about you.
I think there's something you should know.
Yes, please, there's no time for explanations. I do understand that he has kidnapped you, as indeed he has kidnapped all the others. Please, you must realize that unfortunately we are at the mercy of a man with a deranged mind. But have no fear. I think we shall prove a match for him, madam. Ah, the pistol. Perhaps you had better let me have it.
Certainly.
So clever. But oh, so vulnerable. So vulnerable.
Is this what you were looking for?
Madam, you betrayed me.
Miss Carter is one of my most loyal and trusted people. Put it back in the safe, my dear.
Miss Carter, please.
Yes, Mr. Adamant.
Please, I refuse to believe you are in league with this madman. For pity's sake, help us.
You're so clever, but so vulnerable. I don't know why you don't kill him now and get it over with.
Miss Carter tends to be a little impulsive. Oh, it's a great pity I have to kill you at all. The New World could have used a man like you.
I would never have consented to be party to your evil scheme.
Evil? But my dear chap, I plan to save the world.
By destroying it?
How else? Ugliness must be replaced by beauty.
You will never succeed in this.
Well, who's going to stop me? In a few hours, the virus will be emptied into the water supply at London Airport, and the rest will be done for me. Did you know a plane leaves London Airport every 2 minutes? By this time tomorrow, every city in the world will be infected.
And how will you and your colony gain immunity?
We shall be isolated.
Here?
No. Some years ago, I purchased a small island in the Pacific. We shall settle there. And while the old world dies, we shall begin to build the new.
You do realize that you are completely insane.
You really are a great disappointment to me, Adamant. You, more than anyone, should appreciate my philosophy. The world is becoming an ugly place to live in.
But that is only because you choose to see it that way.
But think back, Mr. Adamant. Now think back to the England you knew as a boy. Where is it now? It has vanished.
But so has slavery and injustice.
Our once green countryside is slowly being engulfed by the advancing tide of suburbia.
But suburbia, sir, means homes to many people instead of hovels.
But surely, Mr. Adamant, you must agree. Yours was a gracious age.
But it was also an age of oppression, injustice. I saw it. You're blind. You see only what you wish to see.
No, Mr. Adamant, what I see is that this world is being ruled by evil men. Men who inevitably one day will destroy our planet. Do you read the Bible, Mr. Adamant? The prophecies are about to be fulfilled.
Prophecies?
Yes, the last days. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Nation shall rise up against nation. There shall be famine and pestilence in the land, but the elect shall be saved.
We are also warned against false prophets, sir, who appear in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are as ravenous wolves.
I am no false prophet, Adamant. In a little while, I shall create a new civilization.
Only the Supreme Being can create.
I am the Supreme Being!
You blaspheme.
Sooner or later, the end must come. I am merely precipitating events. Now, why don't you reconsider? Help me to build a new world, a world without poverty, without squalor, without ugliness, a world dedicated to beauty. Surely this is a worthy cause.
I doubt whether the millions you are about to murder would agree with you, sir.
You fool, I'm offering you your life. Do you accept?
Not on your terms.
Very well. Be grateful then that I give you an opportunity to die courageously. I hope you don't mind wearing gloves, Mr. Adamant, though bare knuckles might perhaps be more appropriate for you.
And if I win?
Oh, you won't win, Mr. Adamant. No. No, Max is like a rock. I doubt if any of your blows will hurt him, whereas he has been known to kill a man with a single punch. But we're wasting time. Max is anxious to begin.
First blood to me, I think.
Finish him off, Max.
Now, mark with the Queensberry rules, if you please.
You handle yourself well, Adamant.
Yes, well, I was fortunate enough to see Gentleman Jim Corbett.
Oh, but of course, your style is exactly like his.
How do you know? You could not possibly have seen him.
No, I saw the film.
The film? No!
Police?
Police Constable Mullins. Now, what can I do for you, miss?
Listen, Constable.
Oh, are you away to some fancy dress affair, miss?
Please listen, Constable. We're in terrible danger.
You youngsters are all the same.
We must get help before it's too late.
Lost, I'll bet. Now, you'll be surprised.
He's going to destroy the world.
Now, miss, don't go upsetting yourself. Now, would you like a nice cup of tea?
No, I don't want any tea. You're not listening to me.
Of course I am, miss. Now, what's the trouble?
I must get in touch with London. It's a matter of life and death.
Oh, excuse me, miss.
Where are you going?
Hold me a minute. This is an emergency. That damn cat's in with the ends again.
Come back! Come back!
Hit him, Max. Hit him.
You'll just have to be a little more scientific.
Get up. I said get up.
Hello? Hello?
Sorry about that, miss, but it puts
Hello?
it right off her laying. Here.
Hello?
Here, what are you doing there?
I must get through to London.
Oh, you picked a bad time, miss. It's peak hour at the exchange.
Hello?
Doris will have at least half a dozen calls on, and she's not as young as she used to be. Here. What number do you want?
Whitehall 1212.
Well, that's Scotland Yard.
Yes, I know.
You can't ring Scotland Yard up just like that.
But it's urgent.
Oh, you better tell me about it first.
There isn't time. We must get help.
Yes, miss. Now, what's your name?
Jones. Georgina Jones.
Yes, Miss Georgina Jones.
I was kidnapped yesterday.
Kidnapped?
Yes, by a man called Sinoda.
Now, steady on, miss. That's a very serious charge. Mr. Sinoda's quite a respected man around here.
I don't care how respected he is. It's true.
Oh, very well, if you say so.
Mr. Adamant is still in there.
Who's Mr. Adamant?
Oh, you must have heard of him. He was the man who was found in a block of ice.
Oh, yes, I see. Found in block of... Block of what?
Ice.
And what was he doing in there?
He'd been frozen in it in 1902.
I see.
Mr. Sinoda has got some sort of a virus.
Oh, yes.
He's going to destroy the world.
Oh, dear, that'll never do, eh?
Oh, you don't believe me, do you?
Of course I do, miss, every word.
Well, there you are, my dear. We've been so worried about you.
Do you know this young lady, miss?
Of course I do. I'm her sister.
She's lying!
Oh, Georgina, don't be naughty. Don't take any notice of what she's saying. She's under sedation. Her fiancé was killed a few days ago in a motor accident, and she's suffering from shock, you understand?
Indeed I do, miss.
Going to kill me!
Now, you go along with your sister, miss.
I think you'd better do as the constable suggests.
Here, just a minute. There's half a dozen new-laid eggs in there. Now, you see that your sister gets them.
I think we can dispense with the formalities of account.
Congratulations, Mr. Adamant. Max was one of my best men. You leave me no alternative but to deal with you myself. Comfortable, Mr. Adamant? Oh, save yourself the energy. Not even you can escape.
That has been said to me many times before, sir.
But not by better men.
You overrate yourself, Sinoda, and I shall show you little mercy.
You really are an incredible optimist. Paula. Welcome back, my dear.
I'm sorry, Mr. Adamant.
Have no fear. All is not yet lost.
What's happened to Max?
That's Adamant's work. I'm afraid Max won't be coming with us. Take him out, will you? His face offends me.
You mean that I...
Kill him, of course. I'm sure he preferred a bullet to the plague.
But Max has been with us from the beginning.
Don't be so sentimental. You know my rules. Look at him. Well, what are you waiting for?
What about these two?
You can take care of them.
Oh, it'll be a pleasure.
The others have left for the yacht. I'll go and get the virus. Goodbye, Mr. Adamant.
Now, Miss Clever Jones.
Madam, I warn you!
Yes, Mr. Adamant.
Madam! You touch that lady and you answer to me!
I hardly think you're in any position.
Miss Jones! Miss Jones, these ropes, quickly! Quickly! Come on! Hurry! Now, for Sinoda.
You will not get that form out of me.
You think not? Mr. Sinoda, I was just on my way to see you.
You really are magnificent, Adamant.
And you are the epitome of evil.
Stay where you are.
I'll take that flask if you don't mind.
Just as you say, Adamant.
Look out, he's going to throw it!
I was always taught never to drop a cat. Who's there?
It's me, Paula.
Oh, Paula, my dear. We've got to hurry.
It's no use.
Hmm? What's the matter? What are you talking about? Paula.
It's all over.
No. Paula, don't.
I had to do it, Eric. The spikes and the shoe, look at my face. You'd never have taken me with you.
Come, madam.
Are our two worlds so far apart? Reaching for your heart was reaching for a star. Is it that I arrived too late, instrument of fate? Is that all you are in one simple breath? You may think he's a charmer, but death is the life he has known. If you want love and your years filled with laughter and content ever after, leave this man alone. Leave this man alone. Leave this man